Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Our program is about to begin. Take your seats. Our program is about to begin.
Good evening, and welcome to the
Our program is about to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Our program is about to begin.
Master of Ceremonies this evening, 2017 President of the Commercial Brokers Association, Managing Director of JLL, Mr.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Our program is about to begin. Good evening and welcome to the Commercial Brokers Association's 2016 Achievement Awards dinner. Please welcome your Master of Ceremonies this evening, 2017 President of the Commercial Brokers Association, Managing Director of JLL, Mr. Matt Daniels.
I'd like to give everyone a moment to take their seats. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick this night off. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. We're going to kick off this program. Good evening. My name is Matt Daniels, and I'm honored to be your president of the Commercial Brokers Association. I'd like to invite everyone to please stand and pledge allegiance and remain standing and join me in singing God Bless America, led by Hillary Doolittle, in support of those serving our country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join in singing God Bless America. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam.
Thank you very much. I'm sitting right where Benny's sitting. Underneath, he's sitting on top of my stuff. Terrific. Thank you very much, Hillary. That was beautiful. Okay, we're going to kick off tonight. Thank you. Okay, thank you. As we gather here tonight to celebrate our industry, our leaders and their achievements, we all have good reason to be thankful that we are participants in the greater Boston real estate market, as 2016 was indeed another great year. Tonight is about the people and those companies that have excelled in 2016, and we have a tremendous amount to be thankful for here in Boston. Really, the only thing that isn't going particularly well here in Boston is the unbelievable traffic. But in the midst of sitting in the Tobin Bridge, I get a chance to look over to Cambridge, to see the cranes and the development, and I'm reminded that we live in the epicenter of life-changing technologies, that people around the globe, for future generations, will have a better life because of the work being done here in Boston. We are a small part of that. This is the 128th anniversary of the Greater Boston Real Estate Board. The CBA is one of 5 divisions of GREB. GREB is the oldest association in the United States with over 8,000 members engaged in all sectors of the real estate community. Thanks, John. I've been involved with the CBA since 2001 and have recently asked about the mission of the CBA. Contrary to what some of you may believe, it's not to award each other. The CBA's mission is simple. We want to help educate our members, we want to protect their interests, and we want to share our collective voices throughout our community. We do this through local and state lobbying efforts, through our charitable endeavors, and through our ongoing outreach to become a more inclusive membership. So I ask all of you to continue our support at the CBA. And you can do this by attending our local programs and educational events to help make them more dynamic learning opportunities, by utilizing the CBA programs to receive your license, your renewal credits, or even to take the next step in becoming a licensed broker, and to help identify future leaders within your organization and get them involved in the CBA. And lastly, you could participate in our charitable events like the golf outing or our softball tournament. With your continued support, we can carry on the CBA's work in advocating for our beloved profession. I'd like to make a little personal note here. While there are many familiar faces in the crowd, I am inspired by the many new faces as well. I'd like to take a moment to share some of my thoughts with those new faces. Thank you. In the real estate community, specifically brokerage, we've been very fortunate to have inherited a culture of collaboration and mutual respect for our competitors. I will argue that you will find very few places in the world where people compete for clients, listings, and the eventual dollars at stake, and yet are able to objectively award each other's successes and share a common mission of enhancing our profession. We work in a unique industry where if you look hard at those successful around you or in the offices of your competitors, no two people will work the same way or even share the same exact skill set. Everyone in this room is different, but I trust that each of us will find our own path to defining our business and building our careers. Commercial real estate is seemingly a hot topic on college campuses these days, and I, like many of you, field interviews. Inevitably, the question comes up, what does it take to be a successful broker? I always answer hard work and persistence. It's my standard response, but in truth, if you have to ask the question, you're probably not a great fit. What I really want to say, unfortunately, only those of you in the room will truly understand. I want to tell these aspiring brokers to learn their market and build relationships with critical decision makers like Andy Majeski or Mike Frizzoli. I want to tell them to chase big tenants like Mary Lentz or Gil Daly, to throw an epic Christmas party like Jack Kerrigan, to be a tenacious advocate for your client like Deb Gould or John Boyle, to build a brand like Rob Griffin, to lead like Andy Hoare, Tom Hines, or Bill Barrick, and even maybe take a risk on a once small, rapidly growing sector like Greg Lucas or Steve Perper once did. And if all else fails, you can try to make them laugh like Woody. Obviously, the people named above have done more, much more, and there are countless unnamed people in the room tonight who are redefining what it takes to be a successful broker. Like you, I'm proud to be part of this brokerage community, and tonight we acknowledge the examples of our industry leaders so we can move forward to a more promising and prosperous 2017. As you can see from our agenda on the screen, we have a lot of territory to cover tonight. Our goal is to conclude the formal presentation no later than 9:15, so additional networking and celebration can continue downstairs in the bar. The CBA enjoys a strong position in the marketplace, basically because of its leadership. We truly have great individuals who bring a high level of energy to the CBA. It's my pleasure to introduce the 2017 CBA leadership and ask them to please stand to be recognized. John Dolan, Vice President, McCall and Almy, our 2017 President-elect. Tague McClory, Managing Director, CBRE New England, our 2017 Treasurer. Tom Ash, Partner, Transwestern, our 2017 Clerk. I would also like to introduce the members of the 2017 CBA Board of Directors. These people unselfishly volunteer their time and work on behalf of the CBA. Will the members of the Board of Directors please stand so you may be recognized? I would like to invite Tague McClory, Chair of the CBA Diversity Initiative Committee, to join me at the podium.
Thank you, Matt, and good evening, everybody. I'm excited to give a quick update on the progress that we've made over the last year, and our vision really remains unchanged, and that is to improve diversity in our industry by helping our CBA member firms recruit and mentor diverse talent with respect to gender, race, and military veteran status. We began 16 with a focus on partnerships, education, and resources. And during the first half of the year, we spent a lot of time exploring and thinking and refining our action plan, refining it around the following objective. To be successful, we need to develop a pipeline of talent at every stage of the education and career process. So from K to 12 through college, even early career, and even mid-career, from that matter. And the theory here is, being that the earlier we plant those seeds of commercial real estate as a possible path, the greater the chance that those seeds will sprout. If you think about it, think about the career seeds that are in this room today for all of us here. Think about, who got you introduced to the business. Chances are you found out about the business from a close friend, a classmate, or even a family member. And, that seed of opportunity grew, and it grew from your awareness. You gained knowledge, you gained access to this world. And so, what does that mean for us, and how do we apply it to the mission at hand? As we look forward, to tap this new pipeline of talent, we've identified a growing list of organizations that are aligned with our mission and will help us. And these organizations will serve in a way as strategic partners with us. They'll help us build awareness about the industry. They'll help us access diverse talent, and ultimately they'll connect candidates with opportunities. And to that end, I'm excited to highlight one of the partnerships that we've recently announced. The CBA is committed to join NAIOP and ULI as a headline sponsor of a new program sponsored by Cage Growth Strategies. It's a premier summer internship program for students of diverse backgrounds who are interested in commercial real estate. Spanning 10 weeks, students are recruited from colleges of Bentley, BC, Brandeis, Tufts, Wellesley College, and UMass, and they're placed in meaningful internships around New England at real estate firms. Now, originally, this is not a new program. Originally, this program was sponsored by Dick Galvin's CV Properties and kicked off 4 years ago. And 4 years ago today, the CREST program started with just 16 students and 12 employers. And today, it has blossomed to a program that now will welcome 40 students this summer and 26 employers. And over the span of those 4 years, absolutely. And over the span of those 4 years, 100 students will have come through this program. And hopefully, as we go on, more will come through the program. So we're thrilled to be part of that program. We're actively developing and brainstorming new ways with Cage to kind of get our CBA member firms involved. For those who are still interested to host an intern, there's still time. For those who may have already filled their internship spots, don't worry. We've got opportunities for you to sponsor, creative ways for you to get involved and be part of this mission. So we'll be communicating that in the coming weeks. Another front that we've made strides on is education. You know, one of the barriers to entry to this business is just attaining your license. And so starting this year, the CBA will offer a scholarship fund that will go towards the cost of pre-licensing coursework. And eligible candidates will have to be nominated by a CBA firm, as well as go through the CREST program. So we feel it's a great complement to our CBA educational initiative, and we look forward to working with the Education Committee on that. And lastly, resources. You know, leveraging our existing resources in the room, but also creating and committing capital to new resources is very important to achieve success in this endeavor. You know, one core resource that we're focused on is the CBA Diversity website, which will launch on April 1st. This bundle of resources offers a great platform, a central platform really, to post interns, real job postings, career testimonials, and recruiting playbooks. As well as tap candidates into and have contact information for the HR professionals. So these are small steps, and it's just the beginning of a long journey that we're committed to improving the composition of our industry. So we're encouraged by the progress to date and look forward to finding new ways to build awareness, to create resources, and really ultimately connect candidates with real opportunities. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Tig, that's great, doing some terrific work on the diversity initiative. I'd like to take a quick moment and talk about philanthropy. Commercial real estate professionals are a unique breed. Smart, competitive, aggressive, savvy with numbers and words. We're happy to negotiate any little point and have a hard time conceding on anything. But in my 20 years in this business, I've learned we are far more. We are family-oriented, and we've taken an active role in our communities. Between coaching youth sports or sitting on boards and charities, I find and I believe that we are the go-to or get-it-done reliable souls in the city of Boston. And while the CBA has its own philanthropic endeavors, I'd like to recognize some individual efforts of some of our members and our member firms, and the impact that they have both locally and nationally. I'd like to acknowledge John Lasher and his tireless efforts on behalf of JDRF. Rob Griffin and the work he's done for Boston Children's Hospital through his charity Champions for Children. To Jay Kalman and the work that he's doing building Team Impact, changing the lives of sick kids through the power of team. To Mike Joyce and his commitment to fundraising and advocacy for those affected and afflicted by Rett syndrome. And lastly, Brandon Kelly and the work that he continues to do for MS. I know, and we all know, that there are many to acknowledge and others in the room that can continue to give back. And I believe that we at the CBA should always work hard to support our members who invest their time, money, expertise in helping those in need. For over 17 years, the CBA has been committed to furthering the work of Caritas communities. We've proudly supported Caritas's work in providing housing to the neediest Massachusetts citizens. And our collective giving over that time has exceeded $200,000. Caritas is the home of 900 residents, 15% of which are formerly homeless veterans. 61% of the 900 have experienced homelessness at some point in their lives, and 59% have earned under $15,000 in the previous year. We are excited to continue the support of this organization so that they can continue to provide shelter to those that need them most. Thank you to Caritas Communities for all that you do. Tonight is the night that we recognize excellence in the commercial real estate industry and celebrate our industry leaders. Our award winners have showed exemplary leadership, commitment to their firms, and a competency in our profession. Their work has distinguished them from their peers. And thanks to our media partner, the Boston Business Journal, you can read all about them in tomorrow's paper. Our successes, as we all know, is a result of a huge collaboration of effort involving a huge number of individuals and firms, many of them outside of the brokerage community, and many of them are represented here tonight. They are lawyers, architects, furniture companies, general contractors, and project managers. These are the professions that contribute to our transactions that we execute day in and day out. On behalf of all the brokerage firms here tonight, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the people in the room who play a key role as collaborating partners. Could all the brokers in the room please give a huge round of applause to our collaborating firms? And on to our first award. The Collaborating Professionals of the Year Award was specifically created to recognize contributions of key firms who are not commercial real estate brokers, but are critical to our process. These firms were nominated for their leadership, education, service, philanthropy, and vision. And in general, they are just great people to do business with. This year's finalists for the 2016 Collaborating Professionals of the Year Award include Dane Torpy, Leray, Wiest, Gardner, PC, Dyer Brown Architects, Gilbane Building Company, Timberline Construction, and lastly, Visnick and Caulfield. The 2016 Collaborating Professional of the Year Award goes to Dyer Brown. Could someone from Dyer Brown please come and join?
In 48 years, full-service architecture and interior design firm Dyer Brown has amassed a notable portfolio of national work in the design of workplace, retail and hospitality, and academic space, balancing quality design with expeditious service. For decades, the firm has set itself apart as pioneers in building services for property owners.
Thank you very much for this award. We really appreciate all the relationships we have within the brokerage community, and really rely on those relationships to support us throughout the year. And it's something that drives us to continually improve the work that we do. Thank you.
Terrific. Congratulations to Dyer Brown. Our next award is the Rising Star of the Year Award. The promise of our future is in the hands of our next generation, and tonight we celebrate those individuals nominated for the CBA. I'd like to invite David Fitzgerald of CBRE, the 2016 CBA President and the 2013 Broker of the Year, to the podium to present this year's award.
I'm really happy not to be on the stage as long this year. Thank you, Matt. This year's finalists for the 2016 Rising Star are Perry Beal from Transwestern, Kevin Brawley, Colliers. Suzanne Brown, CBRE. PJ Foster, Colliers. Michael Goodwin, McCall & Almy. Ryan Healy, Colliers. Bobby Jangro, JLL. Tyler McGrail from Newmark. Blake McLaughlin from Newmark. And Kevin McNamara from Cushman & Wakefield. And Brian Pinch from JLL, I'm sorry. So congratulations to all of you who have been nominated. So I'd like to say the winner of the 2016 CBA Rising Star of the Year Award is Suzanne Brown. I could go on and on about Susie's strengths, but in the interest of time and knowing that we have such a short program here anyway, so I'll just highlight 3 points. Susie consistently delivers a high level of client care and great outcomes for our client. She's a real finisher and someone our team relies on, and she does a great job. Her trajectory is really exciting because she's really working and has a knack for sourcing new business. And as we all know in this room, that's really what separates us. And those who put themselves on the line, competing for business every day. And lastly, she really embodies positivity in our office. And certainly working with a challenging group, including me, it's not always easy to be as helpful as she is, and she's terrific. So congratulations, Susie. I should say, congratulations, downtown Susie Brown.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm truly honored. I was honored just to be nominated. I work with an incredible group of rising stars on my team. Most of them are at table 40. Nick Amarante, I see you over there. But it's been an incredible experience. I mean, I get to work alongside incredible people. I have great mentors, David Fitzgerald, Andy Hoare. I work with an incredible team that works so hard. So I'm just truly honored to be on their team, and they're the reason I'm up here. So thank you.
Excellent. We have a couple formalities before we enjoy our dinner, and I'd like to take a moment to thank our elevated dinner sponsors who made tonight's event possible. Our premier sponsor, JLL, Avison Young, our friends at Boston Properties, Cushman & Wakefield, Margulies and Peruzzi, NAA Hunneman, NB Development, and STV, DMP, SGA. And lastly, our media sponsor, the Boston Business Journal. We'd particularly like to recognize the non-brokerage corporate sponsors that continue to partner with us. Bear with me as I go through some names here. Anchorline Partners, Beacon Capital Partners, Bowden Construction, Campanelli, the Shafaro Company, Commodore Builders, Divco West, Dyer Brown, Federal Realty Investment Trust, Forest City, Gensler, Goodwin Procter, Interior Architects, J. Calnan and Associates, Lincoln Property Company, Mogul Architects, National Development, Oxford Properties, the R.J. Kelly Company, Related Beal, Rock Point Group, Sasaki Associates, Skanska, Structure Tone, and Synergy Investments. Thank you. You've all been great partners. Please enjoy your dinner. We will return shortly for the remaining awards.